Chapter 2. The sound of the school bell announced the end of the last term. It was the best sound Ethan heard in a long time. It represented going to bed late, getting up late, watching way too much TV and playing more than enough games. Even more, the sound of the bell meant distance from the school and the horrible, terrible Halloween incident. Distance that would hopefully lead to forgetting and eventually fading away from memory. He couldn't wait to put his school bag in the cupboard and change into civvies that day when he got home. Putting his school clothes in the laundry basket felt like he was throwing away the bad experiences of this last term. He felt relieved and excited for the promise of a long holiday. He decided to kick off the holiday with a movie marathon. Christmas movies, just the thing to get one's mind off of, well, everything. A few days of doing absolutely nothing passed, when he decided to check in with some of his friends. Mark was away for the holidays, lucky him. Sam will be back soon from their trip overseas, even more lucky him. Dan stayed home like him, so he sent him a chat. Wazoo, sent and delivered. Nada, received. Wanna hang? Sent and delivered. Sure, received. When? Where? Sent and delivered. My place. Tomorrow at 3. Bring swimming costume. Received. Cool. Saya then. Sent and delivered. Thumbs up emoji received. Of course, his mom was okay with this arrangement as she really likes Dan. He is one of those good-hearted kids who likes to do things by the book. Not an outperformer, but not an underperformer either. Just a normal person, which makes him quite special as normal is hard to find these days. The swimming date was a blast, until Dan asked, "Do you ever still think about it?" "What?" asked Ethan. "That, the Halloween thing," prompted Dan. "Not until just now. Thank you very much, Dan. I was there, you know. So I struggled to forget it." Dan replied. "I know, and I am very sorry that you had to see that. I am also very glad I did it, so can we please not talk about it?" Ethan almost begged. "Sure thing," Dan responded, but it was clear that he wanted to talk about it. Ethan picked up on that, but just wasn't ready to face those monsters in his head again. What they didn't know was that Dan's younger, extremely irritating sister overheard this conversation. Well, they shouldn't be surprised. She is a master at eavesdropping as she suffers from FOMO in the highest degree. She knew about the incident, but being only 7 and not having the emotional intellect to understand the extent of it, decided to prank the boys. When the boys went in for a snack, she went out and poured her whole bottle of red oily slime all over the pool. As you would know, oil and water don't mix, so yes, it looked like red blobs drifting on the water. When the boys came back out, they freaked at the sight, because it looked like blood and they had no idea where it came from. It might seem like a harmless prank now, but with the Halloween incident fresh in their minds, it just stirred up too much anxiety for the boys to handle. Dan ran to his room and shut his door. He cried like a girl, which is actually exactly what he needed to get rid of the fear he has been hiding inside him from that day. Ethan tried talking to him through the door, but realized he needed his space, so went home. So much for asking him if he could sleep over.